Hey, what's up, you wrestling fanatics and friends? You're listening to the True Wrestling Podcast 70-something. Thanks for tuning in. Today I had a conversation with former Oregon wrestler, Idaho state champion this year, and future Utah Valley wrestler Hon Rushton. Hon won state championships in both Oregon and Idaho. He'll be attending Utah Valley this fall. We don't know if he'll be redshirting at this time. I'd like to thank my sponsor, Adidas Wrestling. They rock. You can check them out at adidaswrestling.com or on Twitter at Adidas Wrestling. You can follow me on Twitter at TrueWrestler1, and you can follow Utah Valley Wrestling at UVUWRE on Twitter. Without further ado, here is the interview. Here with Hon Rushton, McCall Donnelly, state champion, going to Utah Valley this fall. Hon, thanks for taking the time to talk to me. Kind of a funny year this year, COVID, all that kind of stuff. Can you tell me a little bit about how the world going crazy affected you and moving here and wrestling in Idaho?
Yeah, I'm originally from Oregon, so it changed a lot for that. Oregon's a lot more strict than Idaho. So I moved here in probably May around because of a buddy after a tournament in Utah. We just started talking about switching over to figuring out a place so we could actually wrestle. We found McCall. It's just super nice. And my family wasn't supposed to move originally, but they just came down to look at it and they love the place. It's just beautiful. And I didn't even know about the coaches then, but we have great coaches here too. And just the Valley, and honestly, we just packed up and moved right away kind of thing. And it was just helped a lot because Idaho had a full season, and this is the bonus because I didn't actually know until Oregon was always just saying they do something every 2 weeks and they would change. So, and Idaho was just on schedule like everything, and it worked out.
Did you notice any difference between the two states in wrestling?
Yeah, definitely. At least my weight class in Oregon was a lot harder, but I still wrestled with some top kids. We had top kids here. I didn't get to wrestle like the best kid of my weight class would have been like Rylan Rogers.
Yep.
But yeah, here there's a lot of talent, and especially my weight class. I got to wrestle 5 state champs, I think, from Idaho, and they were top tier easily. Yeah, like they're good guys.
So you guys mid-level school, right? Division 3 out of 5?
Yeah, D3.
So state champion. Tell me a little bit about that run to the championship and how it felt.
It was great, honestly. Like, coaches were behind me all the way. We had high expectations as a team. We didn't really reach them, so it was a little bit of pressure that way, but it was just, kind of just a fly through. I already wrestled a guy at the state, my state finals match I already wrestled him before, and he was the only kid to take me down this year. So it was a little bit stressful, but I just knew I could wrestle, and if I turned it on, it would be over.
Gotcha. Now, a lot of people don't know much about McCall, Idaho, as far as wrestling goes, but you got a bunch of good coaches. You want to talk a little bit about them, make fun of them, whatever?
No, I can't, because they can still abuse me. But yeah, we have Dan Erickson. He was a two-time Big Ten champion and a two-time NCAA All-American. Got fourth twice. He's a big part, helped me a lot with my wrestling. He brought me to another level. I have Scott Erickson. He wrestled for Oregon State, and he's got a lot of technique and a lot of good stuff. Joel Scherer, he did wrestle at Oregon State for a bit, switched over to like a D3 school, but he's been like my wrestling partner, and they've every single one's brought me to another level of wrestling. It's been great.
Talking about those 3 guys, talk a little bit about the team. Who are you training with, and what was the team like as far as you coming over here first year?
It was different, and you could tell we're definitely on the rise for wrestling. We're slowly kind of gaining a bigger team, and we have athletes, and we just moved up division, so it's a little bit harder. But I wrestled with Bo Carr most of it. He's a 182 pounder, got second at state last year. Hurt his shoulder, didn't get the result he wanted. But he was my main partner. He was awesome. He worked hard. He'd always push me. It wasn't any issue. Then I wrestled with Dan Erickson and Scott and Joel, and usually at the end we'd always do live, and they'd push me until I couldn't breathe for a bit.
Now Dan was an All-American at heavyweight. How much weight given up to him?
He's up there. I was giving up during season. I was giving up 85 pounds. It was a bit.
Gotcha. Now, you recently committed to Utah Valley. Have you been down there training?
Yeah, we just started a 7-week camp. Let me think. We started May, third week of May, and no, third week of June or May, and we've been wrestling since. It's been great, honestly. Met the whole team. They're great. Met a lot of the freshmen coaches, Lofthouse, Williams. They're great coaches, and it's just a good program. I'm excited.
Did it feel different wrestling a D1 college?
Oh, it's definitely different. Like, we've been doing a lot of drilling.
Hey, if you like this interview with Hon, jump on over to my Rockfin channel, True Wrestling, and listen to the rest of it for free.